I can't believe how huge it is. I can't even get the whole thing. Whoa. To the channel. My name is Lee, and today I am in the very interesting little town of Warsaw, Indiana. And it's about 3 days from my birthday, but my husband, as soon as I got here, he gave me one of my birthday presents, and um, it is one of the pens that I asked for. So I have already unboxed it. Technically, I opened it the other night, but I thought I would take a little time to share it with you guys and do a little unboxing recreation. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave any questions or comments in the comment section down below. And without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so obviously it's a Kaweco pen. This is kind of how it looked when my husband gave it to me. Oops, excuse me. I I remember, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. You might be able to see what is in there. So there were 3 pens that I specifically gave to him to choose from if he did want to get me a pen for my birthday. Um, the 3 were the Kaweco Brass Sport All Sport. I can't talk. The Kaweco Sport in Brass, the Pilot Vanishing Point with the matte blue and black finish, and the Kaweco Lilliput in fire blue. And because I wanted to give him a little bit of variety so that, you know, the one that he gets was his choice. And if he even got one, I didn't necessarily require or that he get one for me. But yeah, so he gave this to me, and this is how it came, kind of like this. So as you can see, it is the Kaweco Lilliput in fire blue with a medium nib. When I first looked at it like this, I've been wanting a Kaweco Lilliput in fire blue for a while now, and this was definitely at the top of my like pen list of pens that I really wanted. I probably wouldn't have bought this for myself, at least for a little while, because of how expensive it is. I might have gotten myself the Kaweco Brass Sport, but, and I knew that the Kaweco Lilliput was smaller than the Sport, but it's a lot smaller than I was expecting it to be. I don't have a Sport with me to compare it, but maybe I'll do that sometime in the future. But anyway, it opened up like this, and my first thought was, there's no pen in here. My husband got scammed, and all they put was a cartridge in here. And then I picked it up and realized that the pen is, in fact, in here. So this is it. I have already opened this. It is very, very small. I have very small hands, and yeah, it's just insanely small. But it does post, like so, and that gives it a more length to write with. And my husband made this really beautiful point about this pen. He said he has actually very big hands, but in terms of the size of it, he said that it reminded him of when he was in school and he, you know, had pencils that you had to sharpen, and when the pencil, you had sharpened it to where it was the perfect length. So it was like that perfect medium where it wasn't too long and it wasn't too short, and it just fit perfectly in your hand. And that is how this pen is. So yeah, just some, if we'll take a moment to appreciate the torched pattern on the pen. And yeah, It's got a few little imperfections. I'm assuming that they add those on purpose to make it more unique. Um, but when I first saw it, it kind of gave the look of like paint peeling and it kind of made me freaked out. But I'm starting to realize that I don't think I have to worry about the pattern on my little pin here. It did come with a cartridge, and the cartridge is already in the pin. And let's go ahead and do a little pin test. So this is what I'm currently using in my traveler's notebook. It's just a little dot grid, not dot grid, gridded um, insert here. And I have the Kaweco blue cartridge that came with the pin, which isn't my favorite blue, but um, I'm gonna, since I don't own any Kaweco converters, I have to go through this in order to refill it with an ink that I do like, and I don't like wasting ink, so I'm going to use the ink that comes in it. So it's a pretty blue though. So I got the medium nib. I think this would be an example of the fine nib. I'm pretty sure. Um, and it feels pretty good. I usually go for a fine nib because I've had medium nibs in the past just like not work for me, but this is pretty decent. It's not a super medium nib. I was kind of expecting it to be broader than this. Um, so yeah, so far I'm happy with it. I definitely need to use the pen more before I like make my official deliberation, but it does feel really nice in the hand. Um, I can't speak for people with large hands, but as somebody with very small hands, um, it it feels perfect. Um, so I'm really happy with that. Although, like I said before, my husband does have pretty big hands, and he said that he liked the way this felt. So So yeah, just another note on the nib there. I got a medium nib instead of a fine because I imagined myself using this pen to write letters and to be using potentially some shimmer inks in it. I had been eyeing some shimmer inks over Christmas and fantasizing about writing holiday cards with them, and I I thought this would be a fun pen to do that in. So that is something that I might end up doing. Probably not anytime soon, but at some point I'm going to be doing that with this pen, and I'll share that with you guys. So yeah, that is my Kaweco Lilliput. Since I am on vacation right now on my little trip to Indiana, I will also include some footage of my adventures here. I saw a really gorgeous rainbow last night, literally the biggest rainbow I've ever seen. I wasn't able to capture it in my camera, like fully in one frame, and um, Yeah, I wasn't expecting to enjoy Warsaw as much as I am, but I really am enjoying it. So, um, yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, or night. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like it, subscribe to the channel, and leave any comments or questions in the comment section down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Little duckies.
Good.
Saying that there used to be a lot of brown and gray squirrel.
Hi, I'm back. So I was sitting here going through my little purse and I realized that I actually do have a Kaweco Sport to compare the Lilliput with. So let's go ahead and do that really quick before I end this video. So here are the two pens. It's really interesting how much smaller this feels compared to this one. I mean, obviously this is a lot fatter and has more of a girth to it, but they're not that different in length, just a couple centimeters it looks like. So let's go ahead and open them up. Post. Here are the two pins side by side posted. So yeah, this is just a much more narrow pen. This does have a fine nib in it, and the Kaweco Lilliput has the medium nib. I don't know all the specs on these in terms of materials. I don't know if these are the same nib material or not. But let's go ahead and compare the fine and the medium while we're at it. Okay. Then we have so yeah, they are definitely noticeably different, a totally different vibe to the line weight. And I think I'm gonna enjoy one just as much as the other, but for different purposes. This one definitely shows off the ink properties more. Like When I was using up this same blue ink in the Coveco collection fine nib, the one that it came with, I didn't enjoy it so much. But with this medium nib, I can definitely appreciate the color and the way the ink lays down a lot more with this medium nib. So that's an interesting thing that I've heard other people talk about that with pens, but I've never really gave much credence to it. And now that I'm experiencing it, I just have a new level of understanding around that. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, thanks for including that little bit for me. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I have never in my life seen a rainbow this big before. Wow. Whoa.